Hey everyone, Bandit here. I'm trying to sneak into Gerudo Town, but it's super difficult because they apparently don't allow men in here. Tried the front gate a couple times, but that didn't go too well. Why they assumed I'm a man, I still can't figure out. But anyway, now that we're inside, I wanted to show you something really weird in the Gerudo Secret Club. Really, it's someone, but I'll explain when you get there. Go on inside.
Many fans of Breath of the Wild are very familiar with the not-so-secret Gerudo Secret Club in Gerudo Town, which is run by a single individual who goes by the name of Greta. And Greta's got some pretty weird stuff going on, let me tell you. But first, let's recap what exactly the Gerudo Secret Club is, since, you know, the game's been out for over 4 years now, and some people's memory might be getting kinda hazy. If Link goes to the bar in Gerudo Town, he can overhear a group of women in the lounge area talking about the Gerudo Secret Club and its required entry password. But when he's noticed listening to their conversation, he's called rude and the ladies quickly stop talking about the subject. If Link leaves and enters through the adjacent room though, he can listen in on the ladies' continuing conversation from the other side of the wall. With the password in mind, Link can then walk on over to a completely normal looking door in the middle of a completely normal looking Gerudo wall, and a voice will ask for a password from beyond the door. If Link gives the correct password, he is allowed entry, and then you as the player can see why this place is so secret. The elephant in the room, so to speak, is that the owner, Greta, sells armor made for VO, men, males, dudes. And because this place is so secret, it's actually the only place in Gerudo Town where Link can wear not woman clothes and not get kicked out. But wait, you may be thinking, what if Greta sees that Link is a VO and not a Vi? Well, it doesn't matter, because if you talk to her, she reveals that she can see through your disguise anyway. But then says something very peculiar right after this. We each have something to hide, I suppose. Let's ignore that and move on to business. Now, Greta runs a pretty shady shop that sells illegal armor, so most people just assume that's what she's talking about and leave it at that. But what struck me as strange was the fact that she mentions she has something to hide after you've already seen her store. It felt almost as if she's implying that she has more secrets than what you think you see. I mulled over this for a bit and was about to chalk it up to just another classic case of Bandit overthinking things, but then I thought about something else and it clicked. You see, when she mentions that she is in fact selling illegal armor, she also says that there is a high demand for such things. A high demand. As in there exists enough buyers of items such as Desert VO armor to create a high demand for the products. The question now is, who are the other customers? Every time I played through this portion of Breath of the Wild, I really didn't give it much thought at all and just assumed, since we never see anyone else with either of these armor sets in game, that her other customers were unknowable people that might even hail from outside Hyrule. But if you think about it, the fact that there are people buying Gerudo VO armor from Greta already implies a lot about said customers. In the first place, Greta makes several types of armor. This is proven to us by the fact that she sells not only Desert VO armor, but also the Luminous armor. She doesn't ever say that her other buyers are interested in either of these sets specifically, but just that they are simply interested in armor sets such as these. This means that the sets and suits of armor that she creates and sells to her other customers don't have to look like the ones she's selling in store here. Secondly, the fact that she said there is a high demand for her illegal products implies that her other customers are purchasing said illegal products. In other words, illegal male armor. Finally, the fact that she has chosen to market to male buyers in the middle of not only the Gerudo Desert, but Gerudo Town of all places, implies that her location is necessary because of her buyers, who logically must be located not just in Hyrule, but in the Gerudo Desert. Otherwise, it makes zero sense to open a store marketed towards men in literally the one and only place in Hyrule that bans men. With all these clues about her customers in mind, I've speculated that there are two possibilities for who her customers are. The first possibility would be fellow Gerudo women. We can see that clearly, even though the club is pretty hush-hush, somehow Gerudo women know about it and are interested in going there. Since it's more of a store than what you would think of a club being, this implies that her customer base could be other Gerudo. The natural question is, of course, why they would be interested in buying armor fit for men, tiny non-Gerudo men at that. Well, as we know, Gerudo women have to each leave Gerudo Town to find a husband at some point in their life, should they choose choose to do so, of course. It could be that these Gerudo women want to purchase sets of armor or suits of clothing for the men that they would marry, kind of like how the princess of the Zora people will traditionally create a suit of armor for the man she wants to marry. I don't know why selling men's clothing for men that wouldn't ever be in Gerudo Town would be illegal, and we also don't see this happening or even talked about at any point in the game, even when we see a Gerudo woman and Hylian man courting each other at the heart-shaped lake. But still, the Gerudo women can't be ruled out as possible customers number one. The second possible buyers are much more intriguing, and I'll just come right out and say it. It's possible that her customers are none other than the Yiga clan themselves. Think about it, they are a clan that has a history of inexplicably being tied to the Gerudo. For some reason they decided to live in the Gerudo desert of all places, and their hideout is literally in an old Gerudo excavation site, and previously they stole the Thunder Helm before the events of the game. And get this, they're all shown to be male. You know, Vo. Since they live in the harsh Gerudo desert, you would think that they would need suits of male armor that can survive those climates that literally can kill people. And wouldn't you know it, Greta is skilled in making desert armor infused with sapphire that enables the wearer to survive the blistering heat. And she's also skilled in making tight jumpsuits that are perfect for ninjas. There are also more than enough Yiga clan members to create what Greta referred to as high demand and justify her opening a store close enough for a comfortable business relationship. And knowing that they are in fact the very same Yiga clan that has stolen from the Gerudo Queen and made an attempt on Princess Zelda's life, Greta made sure that her club is a secret to everybody. Now, one large hole in this second possibility is the fact that the Yiga clan are shown to have had these same suits of armor over 100 years ago in Link's memories, which is longer than any Gerudo have been recorded to have lived except for Kotake and Koume from Ocarina of Time. But they're witches, so they could have used dark magic or voodoo or whatever. However, there is one more piece of evidence that may actually imply that Greta was alive back then, and it's crazy, don't get me wrong, but weirdly it kind of makes a lot of sense. So Greta tells Link several times when he talks to her that she enjoys how lights look at night. She also strangely says that in other places the greeting may be Savota, which is good morning, or Savak, which is good day. But in the Gerudo Secret Club, it's always Savasaba, which is good evening. Clearly, she has a weird obsession with nighttime, but it gets even weirder. She also very strangely says that the light of the sun doesn't agree with her and that she hasn't seen the sun in many years. And that's it. No further explanation. She clearly isn't suffering from albinism or any similar condition that would make her skin sensitive to the sun, since as we can see, her skin still has pigmentation, but yet she clearly blocked out all sunlight from her store because it apparently hurts her. You guys, this is absolutely crazy, but what if Greta is a vampire? It's true, there have never been vampires in the Zelda series before, but there are creatures that can't operate in the sunlight. So even if she's not a vampire per se, what if she's not entirely human either? Some version of night creature that can't survive in the sun and lives for a very long time. Long enough to have provided the Yiga clan with their suits over 100 years ago. Like I said, this is probably one of the craziest things I've ever talked about on the channel, but it is weird, right? Like, who are her other customers and why can't she go out in the sun? And why would Nintendo include weird little details like this that are just enough to imply a whole lot more than what they say? Anyway, now that you've heard what I think, what do you guys think? Is Greta selling to Gerudo women? Is she selling to the Yiga clan? Is she a creature of the night who has lived for a very long time and can't go out in the sun? All of these? Either, neither, or none at all? Let me know in the comments below.
Hey guys, thank you so much for watching. And goodbye. Like the text said at the beginning of the video, I have an important message for my subscribers and my regular viewers who forget that they're not subscribed, and that is that I am leaving on vacation tomorrow. So unless you're one of the super fast people that clicked as soon as I uploaded this video, chances are that while the majority of you are watching this, I'm driving somewhere right now. West. That way. I'm going to be gone until right before E3, so hopefully nothing huge is announced by surprise before then, like the Nintendo Switch Pro, but just in case it is, I will have my laptop and emergency recording equipment on me at the ready, just in case I have to make a quick video or something. I'm gonna miss you guys, but if you need me or want to get a hold of me or just want to say hi, feel free to drop by on Twitter and Instagram. I'll probably be active on either or both of those. Also, big thanks to my Bandit crew, of which I have a new face to announce. Please say hello to Paul G, who just joined up with my elite. If you watching are interested in supporting the channel, getting me to announce your name, and helping videos just like this one one come to life, feel free to click that join button located below or follow the links in the description to my Patreon and merch pages. That's all I've got for this one, so as always, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. This is MaskedNintendoBandit signing out and looking forward to seeing you in the next one. Peace!